live. We got High Rev Trev in the house, drinking his box wine like a champ.
Dude, I got options, dude. I got water and I got wine. What am I gonna do?
Yeah. Flat Brim's in the house today.
Yeah, man. Is there any other way?
No.
Got a cowboy hat.
Yeah. I sold mine a long time ago.
Yeah.
Well, welcome to Weekend Hangover, everybody. We've got World Superbikes talking about tonight, and our boy Dustin is in Spain now. He actually sent me a video that is going to be hilarious, but he's driving the paddock Yamaha semi.
No, he's not.
He got up in it, and
there we go.
It's pretty funny.
He's driving it.
Yeah.
Not across the countries or anything. He's sitting.
You make your own decision on that one.
Oh man! So yeah, video. There's proof of this.
Yes. Yeah. Apparently, Chunky Buns has gotten videos too.
So he's an international
truck driver.
Truck driver now.
He's kind of like that dude. That dude in Euro Trip. You know, when he shows up.
Is he wearing flip flops too, like they do over here, making like illegal U-turns and stuff?
Oh no! That thing was pretty trick. Those Scania trucks. I wonder why Guy Martin is all about those things. But that is the steering wheel kind of gets towards you, and it's all like tricked out. They make it very ergonomic, and I was like, damn, that's pretty cool because we don't have cab overs here.
We don't.
They're all cab overs over there. And we don't have them here. They're
why?
My brother. He bought an old cab over.
An old Peterbilt?
No. It's like I can't remember what the name of it is, but it's like a hand built like semi. It's old school. It's like a little stubby. So nice. Yeah. So what have you been up to, man? I know you were out there at Austin.
Yeah. Austin tried to kill me. At least on the way out there, it did. Yeah, it's brutal, man. Nothing really, just getting fat again, dude. I'm in the off season, man. So
bulk season. It's the bulk season.
It's the bulk season. It's gonna get a little chilly outside, and not really training, doing a little bit of Peloton stuff like that, just to kind of keep the old joints, fluid. But man, just kind of taking a break. There was a lot of training, a lot of dedication for this last season, and man, it's mentally taxing, physically taxing. I mean, dude, just want some time off now to relax, enjoy, watch my girls play some soccer, spend some time with the fam, and not feel guilty if I have some box wine.
That's awesome, man. Yeah, it was cool seeing you out of Coda. You made it, and you did your thing, and it's been awesome watching you over the season. We got to hang out at Road Atlanta with Dustin and I, and it was a bummer you didn't make it to VIR, but it's all good.
That's okay. Dude, so Road Atlanta was on my wife's birthday. Move-in day was on her birthday, so that's not ideal. Much rather spend time with my wife, out to dinner and the family and stuff than moving in. And then our 16th wedding anniversary was on move-in day for VIR.
Yeah,
like,
no,
bro, you get one, you get one, you don't get two.
Yep, so for sure. No, it was cool hanging out. We did. We're still waiting on Dustin to finish up the old live at Road Atlanta episode, which is what the thumbnail came from. But
yeah, that's a good one. I think my wife took that picture or something. I forget. Yeah,
I think so. Somebody did. It was. I was stoked to see it. I was like, all right, man, that was awesome. So we got like a picture of what happened. So it was a good time. I know you watched some World Supersport, World Superbike. We can get into World Supersport. It was interesting to see they had to dial back the Yamahas, 800 RPM.
800, yeah.
And Aragon. And here it made a difference as well because they had a really long straight. So it was interesting to see the Ducati have legs again against the R9.
Yeah.
And, Valentin DeBees did it again, which was out of nowhere.
That's awesome.
So I was really stoked for him. He raced here in the U.S. with M4 and, had a horrible accident in Daytona. And
like his shit.
That was wild. And so we got a little taste of Valentin. That dude's an animal. And it was nice to see him on the Ducati.
Yeah.
Get up there. Philip Odell, that dude was actually doing pretty well. And then obviously Chanachu and Stefano Manzi were like just duking it out. It was pretty wild. It was a good race.
Yeah. Estoril allows that, right? With the switchbacks, the back and forth. I think that's the longest straightaway on the calendar. So they can get in the draft. But man, just turn 1, turn 2, just the switchbacks. It just opens up so many lanes, and you can throw a lot of block passing out there and just park somebody pace. Because it's such a slow corner.
It was awesome.
So you can legit just go in there and block pass.
Yeah, there was a lot of people throwing shots in that corner. It was that tight left-hander. It was pretty awesome. It's pretty awesome to see. The one thing for me that stood out was Jeremy Alcoba in that crazy race 2 getting on the box, on the Cowie, on the new Cowie, which I thought was hilarious.
He was super emotional about it.
Yeah, I saw he smashed his windscreen.
I'm like, dude, this guy's acting like he just won the championship and he just got on the box or something, So, no, that's always good to see, to have that emotion. I think all of us racers have that emotion when the hard work and stuff like that kind of finally pays off after all the adversity and everything else that, racers have to go through, just to get some sort of reward, not only for yourself, but for your team. Dude, it's a big deal. Dude, my boy Robert will tell you, I cry a lot.
Yeah. Martin, did it say it started halfway in mid-conversation? But if you don't know High Rev Trev, I don't know where you've been, brother. Martin's been watching the show for a long time. How do you not know who Trevor is? Come on. Even John Wrighty's caught up here.
Yeah.
We all know how slow John is.
Yeah, we had to bring it back. I was one of the first ever guests on the Weekend Hangover. This is the 50th anniversary, a really important milestone.
Yep.
And our boy Dustin took the day off to be an international truck driver, but
yeah,
it's
exactly.
It's good, man. Yeah,
we're doing it big.
Yep. I mean, I'm no Superbike genius or anything. I could show you some data, I guess, if you want. Or talk all. You want to get into that? Okay.
Yeah. No, so to me that Cowie was the pinnacle. We had our offline discussion about Keenan being an absolute maniac on the 600.
Yeah.
And they ran that bike all the way through last year, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
This year was the first year of the new Cowie, which has been around since 2013. This is insane. So,
and it was like a price-pointed unit too, at least here in the States. I think it came in like under 10 grand. It was like a $999 or something like that. Just an entry-level, bike.
Yeah, sure. So they still, I rode one for about 6 years. Loved the bike. It was very old man friendly. Had good body position. The suspension and geometry really didn't like Dunlops very much, and that made it a challenge. But, I rode it till I couldn't ride it anymore, and I, felt pretty good about that. But that bike is fast. And I don't know why that thing is not fast on the Pirellis, knowing how much we've been, our guys have been developing that bike with Richie Escalante.
Yep. Yeah, it's talent, dude. I mean, we can always throw it down to the bikes, everybody, the Ducatis or the R9 or whatever, but it's not like anybody can just jump on an R9 and go win on the thing. You still got to have the talent in the team.
Yeah,
So
for sure.
some of those OEMs, man, they just got they got the talent on there.
Yep.
And we were talking about it a little bit earlier. Some of this talent's fantastic, but they're not superstars.
Yeah.
You know, they don't have the personality. They don't have the fan base or the credentials and stuff, and that kind of takes away some of the excitement. You know.
Yeah. 600. I always thought 600s, racing has always been more exciting than super bikes because the bikes are ridden a lot harder, easier, and they can do a lot more with the bike because of how light it is, and they can just huck it in corners and all, and carry a lot more corner speed, and there's just a lot more. I mean, going into turn one, that first race, those dudes were going back and forth. It was like Shannon 2 would go by two guys, and he'd get in on Valentine, and Valentine would have to lean on him going through turn one, and then they would flip flop back and forth, and then there was another shot where Valentine would go down the straight, but Chan was just outbreaking the crap out of him. And, I was like, man, this is a good race. So it's very entertaining from that aspect. And I've always thought 600 racing has been very entertaining, regardless of where you're watching it. British Super Sport, I thought was really good back in the day when they had all the Triumphs and R6s, and when James Rispoli was there on the R6 on the Gixxer. All those dudes were phenomenal. What do you like about 600 racing?
The current 600 I don't like. I like the old school stuff, man. I like it when 600s were 600s, and they weren't dumbed down. They're actually built up. They went the other direction. You'd have a 110 horsepower, 105 horsepower 600 off the showroom floor, and they would build them up to 130, 140 horsepower bikes, instead of taking these other bikes and then dumbing them down with electronics and trying to pair them all up and stuff like that. The OEMs back in the day actually did a pretty good job with pairing 600s with 600s, but overall the middleweight class is always competitive. You have a lot of hungry guys out there that are trying to prove themselves and take it to the next step, whether it's another category or Superbike or, whatever. But, yeah, it's just fun seeing the new talent come up, and you try to latch on to a new guy to see if he's going to be the next Marc Marquez or Rossi, or you just name it. Who's going to be the next superstar, right?
Yeah.
And shit, I don't think there is one right now. I think it's just really good racing without like a clear, full blown standout.
Yeah, I mean, the last real 600 superstar we had talked about was Keenan.
Yeah,
that dude, he was it. 5-time Supersport champion. He stuck around. He did a little stint in World Superbike, but then came back and was just bam, bam, bam. It was just knocking him out. And the guys that ended up beating him, they actually were able to do something. That's how much talent it took. I can look him up and figure out where he was, what he was doing in World. He didn't do much in World Superbike. He showed up.
No, he got demolished. I don't even think he even got a podium. I may be wrong, but he wasn't.
No,
he wasn't the guy in Superbike. I know he jumped on the Honda.
I will look that up for you.
And dude, it was not the same guy. And it was just really awesome back then to see the 600s just tie themselves up in knots and just go at it. And they're just screaming up there at 15,000, 16,000 RPM, And now everything is just kind of dumbed down, and the racing's still good, but it's not the same excitement, And again, there's nobody that kind of really stands out.
Yeah, he did Superbike in 2008. And his best finish was 9th.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
On a Honda, yeah. He did some Moto2 in 2010 and 2011. And
they didn't do anything with that either.
One podium.
Yeah.
One podium.
Was it a rain race?
It was in the Netherlands.
Most likely.
Yeah. It was in the Netherlands. So... But for the most part, dude raced. He raced Super Sport from 2003 to 2018.
Whoa, 15 years.
15 years. Like, and then, he did 2008 on the Honda. He did Honda Super Sport, and then he raced Honda in the beginning. He actually Yamaha, then Honda, all the way to 2010, because that was the bike to be on. And then he won 2 championships for Honda, and then switched to 2012, and 2012 through 16. So 4 years he won.
That was in the handsprings colors too, right?
Yeah.
The neon yellow or neon green?
No, like the mid 2000s.
Yeah.
But I mean, so Vandermark beat him in 2014
on a Yamaha.
No, Vandermark won on the Honda, Paddock Yamaha. 10
yeah, Paddock. Yep.
And then 2013 was, trying to think, Sam Lowe's beat him in 2011. Or no, Chaz Davies in 2011. I want to say 2013 must have been Sam Lowe's. So, because he was in Grand Prix for 2 years, 2010 and 2011. So,
yeah,
pretty wild, man. Pretty wild. He was the last 600 superstar.
100%. Yeah, on the world level, and that was as it kind of faded out, because obviously before that you had Nicky or Curtis or Miguel, Jake Zemke, obviously Josh Hayes here. Those guys made their whole career basically on 600s, especially Josh,
Yeah, it was, for us, we've had a lot of superstars. JD.
Yep.
Garrett. Cam.
Yep.
Like you said, Miguel, a couple other guys throughout the years. Josh Herron.
Yeah, Josh Herron too.
Superstar.
But that was almost like when the R6s were just ruling the roost here. Obviously you had the Gixxers, and then when Factory Honda kind of pulled out with Aaron and stuff, I think that was 2010 or so, when it all kind of went sideways a little bit with the economy and OEM DMG days. And I think M4 was the Honda team then.
They had 2012, if I'm not mistaken, because 2013 was when the Turbo Turtle guys took the M4 package.
The Turtle. Yeah, it's yeah, it's crazy, man. But yeah, 600s, they're cool, but they're not 600s anymore, dude. So it's like I said, I wish it was the other way. I wish there were 600s and you got to build them up instead of taking horsepower away. And fuck, dude, for what, man? Just put them back on 600s.
The 2018 600s were peak, because that's before they changed the rules. And what was it, like JD,
Garrett?
That was the last year. JD rode that. They rode those monster bikes.
Yeah,
that was the peak R6 with that because they had the fastest lap times. They were doing like 26s on the 600s at Barber.
Yeah, but I think didn't Skoltz do a 25 this year on the R9? I think he did, dude.
We'll have to fact check that one. Somebody in the chat fact check that for us.
Yeah, look that up.
Somebody in the chat. I know my man Patrick's in there in the chat. He can validate that for us. So yeah, Stefano Manzi won the championship. He's leaving. Who's taking over? Jan on 2? Man?
I don't know, man. I couldn't tell you. Like
that Suro dude, he was running up there. He's a fill-in rider, and he was running up front. It was on. There's Roberto Garcia and Pole, and the Suro guy were up there. I was like, dang, who are these guys?
Yeah, but how many of those fill-in riders just kind of go in and they just come out of the gate super hot and then just they show all this promise, and then out of nowhere they're just flat, you know.
Yeah. So there's quite a bit of mix up in the MV Agusta crowd and some other stuff going on. So I'm curious if Jeremy Alcoba can do better on the Cowie now that they figure something out. Jamie James Skoltz.
There you go, dude. Yeah, that's 125.
Jamie James.
Jamie
Skoltz.
James, dude. All band.
He was at Barber Vintage Fest.
I believe it.
Yeah, they had pictures of him in the Ducati gear. It was pretty cool.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Jamie James.
And his old mechanic was there with Adrian Jasso's Mark. Oh my gosh, what's his name? Mark something or other. Jeff knows him.
You didn't make it.
But
You
he's
didn't
his
make it
old
down on
mechanic.
this, did you?
No, I was getting Jeff and I were in New Orleans for a trade show, and he got back Friday. I got back Thursday. So
Yeah.
I
heard like the weather kind of spooked some people on Sunday, and ended up being kind of light.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because we had all the hurricane stuff going on, and I didn't know if I was leaving on Sunday or not because we didn't know where the storm was, and it just completely went the opposite direction. So we were pretty stoked about that. So
Yeah.
We're close to the house, but so World Superbike.
Yeah, man. Same song, new dance, dude.
Yeah.
It's just the two battling it out, and dude, that turn one crash where the Bermuda just lost its front and just like bowling balled everybody. And then, I forget his name, but the fill-in rider for Honda freaking ghost righted that thing. He got hit from behind and fell off his bike, and his bike just like ghost rided into the pit lane. Did you see that?
Yeah, it was wild, dude. That he was he's the fill-in for the MIE because Iker made it. He's back, and Chavi was there, so it must have been the MIE.
Yeah, that's no, it was I think they had a third factory Honda on the grid then, because it was the fill-in. Yeah, it was the fill-in, dude, and it was definitely a factory, red, white, and blue triple R.
Yeah,
that was right. It was just going down the track without its jockey.
Oh yeah.
But that corner, you saw the Bermudas for some reason they would just lose the front. Like,
yeah, Alex Lowe's lost the front in turn one, race one, and then he kept it up for Super Pole in the other race. He was there in like fourth and fifth. I think he got a fourth in the last race, but he's right there. That bike is not bad. It's just when they're going down that straight, that duck and the BMW are gone.
They're gone, dude. It's the same thing here. It's the same thing here, man. It is absolutely insane.
But it was Ray just frustrated about Alvaro just being a roadblock the whole time. Because he wanted stuff. And he stuffed him a few times, but then as soon as they got to the straight,
gone.
Yep. Which,
yeah.
For next season, nobody's going to be able to ride the Beamer like Top Rack. Then you got Chavi's not a bad rider. I think once he gets on the Ducati, the dude's going to be a ripper.
Yeah, I agree. Coming off the Honda and going to the Ducati will probably be a big deal.
Yeah.
And the two boys going to the Honda, man, that's the same thing again. Fuck. Where's our superstars at, man? Where's the guy that's going to just put that bike where it belongs? You know what I mean? Like,
I have no idea what Chantra must have some massive bank accounts behind him, because that's like a participation trophy ride.
Yeah, 100%.
We feel bad for moving you up to MotoGP, although they made all this hoopla about him going to the Asia team when they could have picked Ayagura and put him on that bike, and we'd done 10 times better. But
yeah, the Niagara went to the KTM or the Aprilia,
and
Trackhouse bike, and
it's doing good. Yeah. So he's just all he did was crash that LCR because he can't ride it, and then they're gonna throw him on a Superbike. His head's gonna be so messed up. Like maybe he'll get some confidence back, but like, dude, you still gotta ride that thing. It's a big bike to ride. It's heavier than a MotoGP bike.
It is heavier, but a Triple R is tiny, bro. I can tell you
Yeah.
firsthand. Everything is tiny. I mean, there's the upper where the Triple R I was riding right there. So
Yeah.
I mean, the thing is, it's tiny overall. But I think what's going to be good for him is that he came off Moto 2, straight to MotoGP, struggled, shit canned him right back out. But you don't have to worry about all the buttons, dude, all the ride height devices, all the
It's way easier.
all the squats. You know, it's a little bit more just you got to rely on the TC and setup versus all the other crap that you have to do coming out of a corner and stuff. So I think he'll adapt a lot easier.
Diego's going to LCR, which I think will be good. But like to me, it's like there's money to be made in World Superbike.
100%.
And if you are a decent rider, like top 2%, you can make some money and actually have a good ride and do fairly well. I know Leon and Alvaro struggled when they went to Honda, and then they got the two young bucks. They've been on the bikes for like 3 years now, and now it's finally time to go. And maybe they've got it to a point where they're actually getting better when they get some decent riders on it. But
I think that's the case for any OEM. You just got to have the rider. Where's the superstar like the Top Rack that can literally just jump on any bike and he's gonna go out there and hand anybody their ass? You know what I mean? Where's the guy to compete against Top Rack? It's not Bulaga, even though he's competing against him. He's not like this standout freaking dude. You know, Bulaga goes on anything else. He's not doing that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's not doing it on anything other than a Ducati.
100%.
Only reason he's up front is he's on a Ducati, and that's a good bike. I mean, it's a really good bike. It's a great package. So, he was the other standout rider of the whole year. I mean, he won a bunch of races. The dude was winning the championship until Top Rack went on a 20-race tear. Because they were struggling with the non-concession chassis, and now, once Top Rack figured it out, him and the guys got their heads together and then, figured it out, and then the dude went on a tear. Because he won 2 out of the 3 races this weekend. Bulaga had race 2, like, in the bag. Now, did Top Rack just be like, you know what? You can have it. I got 39 points on him. I'm gonna wrap this sucker up in race 1 and call it a day.
And call it a day, dude. He's not gonna try to do a Bobby Fong. You know what I mean? He's just gonna he's gonna ride around. He's gonna get the points. Dude, he's gonna do what he has to do. He's not gonna put himself in danger or any sort of risk.
Yeah.
Because once he does after the season, he's gone anyway. He's going up to Prima Macati or Prima, whatever it's called.
Prima.
Yeah, Prima Pramac. Say that fast. But yeah, dude. So his future and his focus now is MotoGP. He's gonna go out there and just do what he has to do the next weekend. And they go to Jerez next, yeah?
Yeah. They're already there now.
Yeah.
Dustin drove the truck to Jerez.
That's great.
Yeah. That's great. So it's just one of those things where I think if nobody gets up there, Guys is going to walk away with it next year.
Yeah, who's challenging him now? Nobody, right? I mean, Alvaro's not even keeping up. Yeah, he's getting on the box, but dude, there's a big time difference.
We will see
seconds behind.
We will see what who's going on there. I think Eaker's going on that bike.
Which one? Oh, on the BMW.
Ducati. No, the Ducati.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I think you're right. I think they mentioned that on the feed. That's
yeah. Yeah, they've got. There we go. Come on. Yes. Let me get this. There you go. Come on. All right. Iker is on the Ducati, and Vierge's on the Yamaha with Locatelli.
Yeah.
Well, he's going to struggle because those bikes just are not fast in a straight line. They handle like a motor,
right? Like it's crazy. They are rocket ships, but they're not super rocket ships.
No, like you're on, pretty much Beamer, Ducati, and the Honda are the three fast bikes.
Yeah.
In a straight line.
Yeah, you even saw Johnny Ray just shaking his head when Chavi just went by him, dude. He's just like,
yeah, I know when Chavi went by, he was like, come on. But dude, he hucked it in that tight left hairpin.
Yeah.
He straight lined it in there, and Alvaro got caught out, and Alvaro did not let him. Yeah, Baldassari is joining the Go 11.
Go 11.
Go 11 Pata, whatever. Yeah, so he's in there, and they still don't have anybody at MGM because I don't think Taz McKenzie's coming back, and then the poor MIE.
Those riders haven't been announced yet at all.
Yeah,
so that's why
that's kind of a like. How do you feel about that as a Honda guy? That Midori, Milwaukee running that team, and it's just like it's like the weakest of the satellite teams.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm sure there's some politics behind it.
Yeah.
Anything HRC, man, it's their way or the highway. So
yeah,
so I don't know. It's you don't like to see it, especially with Petronas and those guys. There's so much money behind it, Milwaukee and everything else, the talent stuff. But again, it could be the riders, dude. Like who? If we put Top Rack on it, does it go to a top 5 now?
Probably.
Maybe a potential podium. I think it's a high possibility of that happening. So,
I wonder what Garrett would do on the Honda.
Probably do pretty well.
I think he would do pretty well on the Honda.
It'd probably be doing better than he is on the Cowie right now.
I know that like the lone Cowie in the whole grid.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they don't even have a satellite Cowie anymore. They used to have a bunch of satellite. It was like 2 satellite teams.
So even if he had like a shit teammate, there's still nothing to bounce anything off of. It's just kind of looking at old data, throwing darts in the dark, you know what I mean? Hoping something sticks and you get kind of close to the center. So it's really important to have a teammate and somebody to bounce that stuff off of for sure. I mean, hell, you see it even with us in the Moto America paddock. We go to other Hondas, even though we're not teammates. We go to other Hondas and say, hey, what gearing are you running? Or what level are you doing this? What level are you doing that? Or what, you know what I mean? And we all do it. I mean, it doesn't matter if it's Hayden Yates or Giannato or Manny. We all share notes to try to be better, So he has nobody to share notes with, so it's kind of a bum deal. So yeah, Garrett would probably get a fatter paycheck for one if he went there, and he'd probably do pretty good on that bike, man. And who knows what doors that could open up to him in the future for sure. Because if Cowie isn't around, there's no future there.
No,
right? So once you get with an OEM that's going to be sticking around and have some opportunities for a different ride or different seat in the future.
Yeah.
So he's kind of pigeonholed himself a little bit being on that Cowie.
Yeah, because that's the only one. And John mentioned Dixon and Chantro. Chantro, we brought up and was like, is he going to do okay on that bike? I think he'll be okay, but he's, might be around top 10, maybe. It's a stacked group. I mean, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 Ducatis. 8 Ducatis.
Out of 22?
Yeah. And then you got, 2 BMWs, and then the Bimotas are just going to get better. Even with the Cowie motor, I think that Bimota is better than it was crazy. It's better than a Cowie.
100%.
So we got the custom
Basically a
chassis.
prototype chassis though too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know about that flat wing that goes straight across.
Yeah.
It looks a little weird, but
It's like a Superbike CRT.
What's that?
It's like a Superbike that's CRT from like MotoGP
It is
back in the day. Yeah.
It
It's
is,
like
but it's like that wing looks like somebody just took a plate and shoved it in its mouth.
Yeah.
Like it just goes straight across. It's pretty wild looking.
It's interesting you don't see Aprilia really in World Superbike.
Yeah, I know. They can put their RSV4 in there.
1,000%. Well, can they in Superbike?
Yeah.
I know here in the US you can only do it in stock. You can't do it in Superbike. You can only do it in stock.
Why? Because they have $11.99.
But it's I don't know, man.
Ducati's $11.99 V4.
Yeah, you're right. But I know you can only ride that RSV in stock. You couldn't ride it in Superbike. But I don't know. Moto America's a little wacky.
How does that make sense? Make that make sense.
Fucking how do any of the rules in Moto America make sense, man? I don't know.
Yeah, I know.
Way to be a clown in the circus.
Aprilia was dominant all the way up into like 2015. I remember who was it? Alvaro? Didn't Alvaro ride he rode the Aprilia in 2016 or whatever when he got booted from the factory team from MotoGP.
Was he on the Aprilia?
Yeah. I think pull up some results. Tell me what you think about Petrucci and Oliveira on the BMWs.
We'll see. I mean, they're just sticking around for a paycheck. You know, Petrucci also has some talent for sure, but Oliveira, come on, man, you're just sticking around. I thought you were going to retire already. And I mean, he's going to be a rocket ship on that thing. I mean, he's the smallest dude on the grid. It's going to be just like the Ducati times 10, even faster. Hopefully, and get that thing to stop. You know, with him on it, it'll probably be the fastest Superbike ever with Alvaro on a BMW.
Yeah.
Speed.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Petrucci's Petrucci, man. He's gonna have his day. He'll be consistent, but he's kind of fallen from the graces too. You know, he's just kind of there, but he doesn't stick out. You know, I think they just won the independent team championship.
They did.
Yeah. So what is that? Is that like our Superbike Cup? You know, is that the race within the race?
No. I mean, it's just you don't have factory support. So what do you know, it's your bike is not as good as a factory bike. So this is the best of the rest. And, you know, it's like, hey, you guys did a good job. Here's a little championship. I'm sure there's some money that went along with it.
Yeah, who pays for that money? Is it the promoter? Or do they get some sort of concessions at the end of the year that now you get some bolt-on parts because you won the championship, or you get penalized because you won the championship and we have to level it back out because you know you were the top independent team, you know? If there's some sort of financial reward for it or something, you know.
What does it say? This doesn't make any sense.
You get Vortex bucks. That's probably true. Yeah, you get Vortex bucks and you get a $100 gift certificate for Bridgestone tires.
That would be hilarious. That would be hilarious. You're not right for that.
That is fantastic. And you'll get $10.99 for those Vortex bucks too.
Yeah, right. Right. I'll do this. Will be easier. I'll just set this up. I was trying to look it up on World Superbike, but
What are you looking up? Oh, what they
Alvaro, what he rode in. Man, that dude's got an insane career.
Alvaro?
Yeah,
He's been around forever too.
I
I think he
know.
probably rode 252 strokes.
Oh yeah, no, he rode 125s in 2002. That's when he started,
There you go, man. 23
and
years deep in the game.
he won 125 championship in 2006, and then he came in second in '08 against what was that? Was it '08 when he went
It
up
was
against
the Japanese dude on the Honda. It was like the Scott Honda or something like that. It was silver.
Oh yeah,
What was his name? I forget. Yeah, he was battling out with him, and I think they both moved up to MotoGP at the same time.
okay, so it wasn't him who rode the Aprilia. Who rode the Aprilia? I'm trying to think. Somebody came back and was riding the like a one-off Aprilia, wasn't supported by the um, factory racing team. And it was like,
Yeah, because they used to be, obviously had a presence in the paddock and won a couple championships and had Biaggi on the bike, and then Gintol Savelli, whatever his name is. Yeah, Gintoli. So won a championship with him. So they've had some success there. And you think they would kind of be more in tune with that, almost like Kawasaki. Well, I guess Kawasaki's not in MotoGP either, but it's that whole win on Sunday, sell on Monday type deal,
Yeah.
But yeah, they're not doing it. But then you look at even like the success that Cowie has on the retail market, selling a ton of 636s and Ninja 500s and everything else, and no one's racing those things. So do they gotta win on Sunday to sell on Monday? Nope, because they're selling the piss out of those things, man.
Oh yeah,
yep.
man.
I think that's gonna change soon, but yeah, it's good.
Oh. Wait, what year was this? Oh, 2018 Milwaukee Aprilia had Lorenzo Salvadori, David Giuliano, and Eugene Laverty.
Eugene Laverty, yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
you think those guys like the Alvaros and the Johnny Rays and stuff like that, you think who owns World Superbike? Is it Liberty Media, or do you think they pay those guys a little bit more to keep being the freaking elephant in the circus?
No, Dorna owns it.
You know what I mean?
Dorna owns it.
To have, just kind of like a main attraction, somebody that's kind of like their poster child and their superstar, if you will.
Yeah.
I mean, some of those guys do it. They get a little bit extra kickback, regardless of the result. They still kind of want to see the bearded lady. You know what I mean? So there has to be some sort of attraction at the circus and just saying, oh, the racing's good. Yeah, but who's the guy? Where's the freak show?
Yeah, the freak show's been Top Rack, and Alvaro was a freak show for a couple of years because he was the Nicky dude on the fastest bike.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah. So the freak show wasn't just was it more his size than his riding ability, or how good the bike was?
Right. I think the same thing's going to happen, kind of switching gears a little bit, but it's going to be same thing with Mark in MotoGP. Dude's busted up again, broken, shoulder blade, surgery, going to be out, and they're just going to freaking put that dude away wet, man. They're just going to keep riding him, and they're like, oh, he's going to be good for another 7 years. He's only 32. He's still going to be the guy till he's like 39.
Yeah, and, right.
Fuck, dude. It's like, man, he just won the championship again. He's going to come back stronger. Every time he falls down, he just comes back faster and stronger.
No, I don't think. I don't. After this crash, it sucks that Marco crashed into him with,
Yeah.
how it happened. It was kind of a freak accident. I thought Neil Hodgson did a really good analysis on TNT regarding sliding the bike enough where he was able to pick it up and drive straight to the next corner. And Mark was still on the side of the tire trying to,
Yeah. No, I saw it 100%. Yeah, it was one of those deals. What they do need to fix there is the raised gravel traps.
Yeah.
And those boys hit that thing and freaking launched off in the air. Dude, that's how the boys get hurt, man. Very, very similar to Road Atlanta, turn 5.
Oh, yeah. I've hit that.
You hit that freaking curb, dude. You go airborne. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I got lucky when I low-sided there. I just kind of went straight in and they didn't bounce. So
yeah. So I think they got to do something, with that, and it should be homologated that way and flat. Just make it pavement. Yeah. Pavement's way better than the gravel trap. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
Just make it pavement.
So finishing up a World Superbike, they're going to Jerez this weekend, and it's pretty much that deal. Nicolo's obviously got number 2 sorted.
Yep. The point spread's crazy. Like, this is it. Like, it's
39 points. So all he's got to do is just bring it home and race 1 and keep not lose too much. And what does he have to have? 37 points. 37 points.
And that's it. Yeah, it's totally achievable.
That's it. Yep.
Yeah. As long as he doesn't Bobby Fong it, man. He'll be just stay out of trouble. And it's one of those things too where you don't want to switch up what you've been doing. You've been fighting the entire time and aggressive, and you have your plan, and your plan's been working. So why change it now, type deal. So yeah, I get that also.
Yeah, don't take it easy.
Yeah. Stick with what you know, but bro. Kenny Rogers said it best, man. You got to know when to hold them, know when to hold them.
Know when to ride around in 4th place.
That's it. That's it.
An easy 4th place will get you there. Yeah. So it's going to be an interesting weekend. I mean, the Supersport Championship's already
done. Yeah.
So rolling in, I think Phillip Island is this weekend too, if I'm not mistaken.
For GP.
Yep.
Yeah. On the Pacific Rim tour before they head back over to Europe and wrap it up. Yep.
So what are your thoughts on Phillip Island?
Yeah, I think Bezzecchi's going to kill it. I think he has a point to prove after Thailand. He's just going to go out there. He's going to make amends and do well. He's on fire right now. He has a ton of momentum despite the crash.
Yeah.
I think he's going to go out there and prove a point. You know what I mean? He wants, especially when Jorge comes back full time and healthy.
Yeah.
And so he'll make sure that he's the guy and Jorge's number 2. And
no, that's already going to be a thing. Like, sorry, dude.
yeah. There's gonna be a wall up at that garage for sure. Who finishes 3rd there or 2nd? And who gets on the box? I don't know. Pecco's all over the place. Super inconsistent. Obviously struggling with the bike. Then he's not struggling with the bike. If he's on the old bike, he's an animal. If he's on the new bike, he's shit. Dude, I think we all ride and race, and we kind of know what's going. I think he lost. He did that. He crashed on himself on purpose. He low-sided in a very, very slow corner, so he didn't have to finish the race.
Yeah, because he was like, I'm not finishing last.
Dude, he basically just fell off the bike, and even the commentators kind of say, "Oh, it looks like he just fell off the bike." 100%, he just fucking fell off the bike. He's like, "Man, I don't want to finish this thing anymore. I just want to be done."
No. Yeah,
just get me on the plane.
Yeah. I kind of agree with Track Day Junkie. I think the Hondas are looking good. I think there's an opportunity. That bike is looking fast again.
Yep.
I think there's definitely potential to getting up there either in the sprint race or in the main race if they can qualify.
Yeah, they have the last several rounds, right? With Mir and Marini. They've been doing well. Man, I don't know how Mir has any luck besides bad. Dude,
Yeah,
it is
that's a poor guy.
dang it,
He
man.
got that podium in Japan though. That was pretty sick.
Yeah. And the whole time, dude, you just got to sit there and keep your fingers crossed. Like, dude, don't lose it. Everybody
Yeah.
stay away from him. Don't take him out. you know,
Please don't take him out. Please don't take him out.
Please don't take him out, man.
Fixed so much stuff on this bike. Yeah, I think they're gonna be top 5, possible podium for sure.
Yep.
I think I want to say Alex Marquez is gonna be right there.
Yeah, he's fallen off the last couple rounds, right? He's been kind of floating around like 6th to 10th. We'll see. Maybe he'll have some extra confidence going into PI, but for sure, Bezecchi. I think a Honda will be up there because at this point of the season, it's also attrition, right? All these guys are riding with injuries. Who is it? There's one rider that hasn't touched the deck all season.
Luca Marini.
Is it Luca Marini who hasn't crashed all season?
Yep.
So there you go. So probably a good opportunity there.
Yeah.
So they show everybody else's stats, like this guy's down 22 times, this guy's down 19 times, this other guy's down 11, and the Marini 0. Yep. So it's like,
dude, he should get a bonus. You should get a bonus for not breaking stuff.
Not breaking anything.
Yeah.
I mean, how much does it cost for one of those things just to go down?
Dude.
Because it's all unattainium. It's not like they have like spare Vortex clip-ons. You know what I mean? Like
they're custom clip-ons for his height.
Dude, everything is custom, man.
Excuse me.
Everything is custom. There's nothing on that bike you could buy.
Yeah.
Maybe the hand grips. I think you can get the grips. I think a lot of the guys run stock grips. So you can probably buy the grips, but the rest of it, dude.
Well, that's Godin runs the Honda grips on all the bikes.
Really? Yeah, I believe it, man.
When I was swapping, I think I needed grips. He's like, hey, I got some Honda grips for you. I'm like, what? I'm like, Cowie? And he goes, oh, yeah, these are way better than Motion Pro or whatever. Because I like the Motion Pro grips. They're not bad. I ran the Scott grips for a little bit.
Sure.
And those are pretty decent. And then once I got the Honda grips, I'm like, ooh, these are nice. These are real nice.
Yeah, for sure, track day. Pedro. I was trying to think who's going to be the guy. If he can keep it up and if he makes the right tire choice, because he does, man, he just, I don't know if he destroys himself or he destroys the tire, but he definitely falls off.
He roaches those tires.
6 or 7 laps to go, dude. He's just dead in the water.
Yeah, guy's just falling back like a ton of bricks.
He needs
it's
to change
sad too, man, because dude's got the dog in him, man. He is all about the fight, and it just sucks. Like, that dude is an animal, and he's got no qualms. He doesn't care who you are. He's like, we're all out here to race, and I'm going to stuff you.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love that dude's attitude. I love that dude's
100%. Especially when he first came on the scene last year, and he's talking about how he's, like, driving his van, like he has no money. Like, life of a racer, man. Doesn't matter if you're MotoGP or
that kid's
Moto America.
That kid's awesome. So Moto2, does Diego take over the championship? Because they're within like 9 points.
Is that what it is? 9?
Yeah, because the DQ for Manu.
Yeah, the DQ, the software, right? Yeah. I don't know. That's another one. Truthfully, I haven't paid too much attention to Moto2. I've just been MotoGP and just the big categories, to be honest.
Yeah, you got. We all can't watch all the racing, man. It's a lot. It's like that's a commitment, especially with soccer and all that stuff going on Saturdays. And my daughter plays soccer on the weekday, which I thought was insane. Like games at 6:05 at night. I'm like, what are you guys thinking?
Those are great. We have a Wednesday night game, dude. Those are the best, man. Night games are the best games. But yeah, truthfully, it's just kind of a little bit of a detox, after the Moto America season and stuff. And, just kind of going through that. I still keep up with it, but it's like, it's been nothing but road racing since February. basically since Daytona.
Yeah.
Go, 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 go. And now it's just like, oof, it's one of those things where you're almost glad that it's over a little bit,
Take a break.
Yeah, but it's still muscle memory. You still get up, and you the first thing you do is you crack on the MotoGP app or the World Superbike app.
Yeah, we're still rolling in middle of October, and then Jerez this weekend, and then we're rolling into November with MotoGP.
Yep.
So it's pretty awesome.
Yeah, a lot of racings though. That's some of it. I think they can kind of cut that back. I don't think it needs to go from March to November.
No,
it's almost like Supercross and the Super Duper Motocross. Now they have 31 rounds. It's like, dude,
those dudes get beat to crap. Like, I feel for those guys because of how much they go through, because they have no off season.
There's no off season, dude. 31 rounds. So, and then of course you have like a Easter break or something like that in between there too. So their season from start to finish is like 35 weeks out of 52. You know what I mean? That's the season.
They go January 1, pretty much, all the way to the end of September.
Yeah.
And then they got 3 months, essentially 1 month off, because you're back to testing the new bike and getting ready for Anaheim, and you got November and December to get ready.
That's it, man. Yeah, 90 days off, but there's no 90 days off from racing, but there's no off season, dude. They're 100% wide open.
Yeah.
Testing the new stuff and everything. The schedule's out. That thing's cool. Schedule's looking
that's good. That's not even counting all the guys who are doing World Supercross. Because that's going on.
Yep. Yep. And you'll have the boys go get a little extra paycheck and go do the Australian Supercross and
which I texted Dean Wilson to congratulate him and also say sorry about his mom passing. So
is that why he was all emotional? I didn't read into it. Why he?
Yeah, his mom passed away from cancer. So it was a big shame. But
was she back in Scotland or was she here stateside?
No, she was in Scotland.
Yeah.
She was in Scotland. His dad's still with her. He's like he talked to her on the phone like the night before she passed away. So tough for him, but he's a good dude. He's a legit good dude.
John Ridey's right, dude. 4 months from now, man, we'll be at Daytona, and it's like, oh great, Moto America. 2 more teams have to race now for a championship. I
know.
Yeah, I guess Stark would probably still have the guy in there, and then Ray Hall's gonna have to race now too. But fuck, who cares? Who cares? That's the point. Dude, there's so many variables in that thing, and you could legit lose your whole season at that race.
Yeah.
So, I don't think it's just to be like an expedition thing, like points paying or not. You know what? Just make it the biggest purse. Make it like
what it used to be.
Make it like the Loudon Classic. Make it a freaking $500,000, $1 million to win that thing. That's how you get people to show up.
Yeah, dude.
Some freaking points and a stupid plastic trophy.
Yeah, I mean, just the fact that they had 25,000 up for grabs was a big deal. Like, dudes were coming from Europe to do that, and now all the guys from Europe aren't coming over because they're like, well, we're not racing that series. We're not even going to show up. They might just to get some testing in on some bikes or whatever. I'm sure Peter Hickman already probably committed until they made the change, and he's like, well, we'll still go.
So here's the next question, though. All right, points paying, right?
Mm-hmm.
So does that mean all the other contingencies go away?
Yeah.
To run Dunlops, you're forced to run BP fuel. There's no more of that tire war, Pirelli and Bridgestone and Dunlop. Nope. So now there goes half your other international teams like you were talking about. They're like, fuck no, I'm not running Dunlops. No, and you have the Canadians coming down with the Bridgestones and all the other boys running Pirellis and stuff. And it's like, so what did you really accomplish? The grid's not going to be any bigger now. Come to think about it, I'm like, okay, now 2 big teams have to race. But then you got rid of all those, wild card guys because they came in with sponsorship money. They came in with Pirelli money. They came in with Bridgestone money. The Canadians came down with a full-blown semi.
Yeah. and
bridge going on.
yeah, and then they had the one dude who makes all that trick stuff.
Yeah, One Speed or whatever it is.
Yeah, that dude's makes some trick stuff, but that it's like, well, he's no reason to come down anymore because they're not going to get Bridgestone money.
Right. Yeah.
Like,
no more gift certificates.
No. Like,
yeah.
So
yeah, he makes those aluminum stands.
Yeah, he makes a lot. No, he makes
tire cars.
He makes the tire oven. He makes the. I have my welder. I want to get into making them, but the little grid cart.
The grid cart. Yeah, those things are sick. The tires mounted on. You got the Jenny ready to go.
Yeah, and then you got a little toolbox on front. So, it's a shame. Like, I didn't want it to go away. I thought they were doing a good job with it, and now it's like, okay, well, you're gonna have 2 bikes, 4 bikes. You got 6 bikes. Who else is gonna be in there? Who's gonna have the money to go do that race, knowing that you got the rest of the season to go do it? It's probably gonna be like maybe 20 bikes on that grid.
Yeah, last year was pretty anemic too, right? I think they went from almost 70 riders on the grid to barely 20.
Oh, when CCS was running it was like they had like C group qualifying.
Yeah. And that's how it should be, man. I mean, everybody talks about like bucket lists and stuff like that, but Daytona is one of those things that is a bucket list, and you can get sucked into the draft, and I mean, you could make up some time and run with those guys and cross that off, but so I don't know. It's going to be a weird one, man. 4 months from now, we'll see. And I always like, points pain, but dude, you just lost all the wild cards, all the international guys.
For what?
Yeah. For what? Some of the
They're
decisions
running
don't happen.
Fans Choice and Moto America Life Plus. So like, they had everything they needed. I don't know why they decided to change it. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's we'll see what it holds, man.
Well, Ricky Bobby's gonna turn in for the night because I got an early morning to head out to Yuma, Arizona on military trip. So
sweet.
Thank you so much.
You're gonna be guarding the border?
No. We get to do some yanking and bacon in a big airplane.
Yeah,
that's about all I can really say. It's gonna be fun, but I'm definitely gonna watch what I eat.
Yeah, for sure. But no, man, thanks for having me on. Congrats to you and Dustin for 50 episodes of the Weekend Hangover. So it's cool to be back as one of the OG guests to be on this milestone with you. And
man,
appreciate it. It's always a great time. We'll have to get the band back together soon.
Oh yeah. Road Atlanta. Faux show.
Yeah.
So hopefully not on your wife's birthday.
Oh, if at this point, dude, I think I'll just be there spectating. Who knows? Who knows if I'm going to have a ride or opportunity like we had this year? And
or get together a supermoto bike.
Yeah, it's going to be a hooligan. I'm going to put an Africa Twin out there.
Hey, man, you pitch it to the boss. Pitch it to Bill, man. Put me on
we got to do something. We got to do something. I know we're not happy about the rule changes, but we'll figure it out. Either way, we'll be involved somehow supporting it.
Let's go. Yeah. All right, everybody. Thank you for watching the show. Really appreciate it. We'll see you next time.
See ya.